It's Super Bowl Sunday, guys. Join us as we give you guys our predictions for this coming up Super Bowl game between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Join us. Hey guys, welcome back to Fins Up Bramley. In a quick little predictions video, I know the Super Bowl is just hours away, Ashton, so we have not done our predictions yet, so we're going to go ahead and do that and get this out quickly. Exciting matchup as, you know, Baby Goat is taking on the GOAT, Dad Goat, if you will, Brady versus Mahomes, Chiefs versus Buccaneers in Tampa. First time in, I think, is it ever or a long time ever that a
team is
hosting a Super Bowl, so that's interesting. There'll be 25,000 fans in attendance due to COVID restrictions, but still some fans. We'll dive into the games, a little bit of the halftime show, into some commercials we think real quick. So let's go ahead and jump into that. Ashton, what are some keys you are watching for to determine who you think is going to win this game?
So I think the keys to victory for both teams is which team can have those key defensive stops against these two high-powered offenses. For me, the key for Kansas City is, can they stop the run? I think their defense has been spotty on stopping the run. I think that's a Tampa Bay strength, is stopping the run on their defense, but can Kansas City stop the run and force Brady to pass a course? That's not a thing you want to say, but if you stop the run from the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and make them one-dimensional, we've seen throughout a few games in the season, they can have breakdowns when you stop the run completely and you can get the Brady. So if you can stop the run and put pressure on Brady, sometimes he gets flustered and he can't make clear reads. You saw that against the Rams. You saw that against, I believe, the Saints. Whenever they played the Saints twice. So you have to stop the run and you have to get pressure against Tom Brady, the GOAT. Easier said than done.
Yeah, Ashton, the Buccaneers are a very improved second version of the Titans. That's kind of how I feel. Well, they have a great running game, and if you can limit the running game, their quarterback, Tom Brady, due to his age, not his ability, can be limited at times, but their defense is a lot better than Tennessee. So I think it's like the upgraded macho version of Tennessee, but they're more one-dimensional. They're better than Tennessee because they have a lot better weapons and the receiving core, but I do think Brady limits them when it comes to his age, and just he's not as mobile as he used to be. His arm isn't as strong, but he's still a great quarterback, threw for over 4,000 yards this year. But I agree with that assessment. If you look at the Chiefs, you know, that offense is great, but like you said, the defense can have its problems. But you're looking at the Chiefs, and it's like, other than maybe some of their run defense, some of their defense not being, I mean, they're still a top 20 defense. There's not too many weaknesses on that side. I think the running games, maybe
you can throw deep on them. They had some problems, especially against like the Chargers. Like if you can get those wide open receivers, which the Buccaneers will because they have a lot of talent at that position, and Brady can hit them deep with decent accuracy. I think this will be high-scoring Super Bowl. I think it'll be one of the higher
if you look at Brady's Super Bowl past appearances, he's only scored in the first quarter once, Ashton, and that was when it was a three-pointer there. He got 3 points, so in all of his time, he's only got 3 points in the first quarter. So that's telling it's going to be a slow start. But it's hard to, you look at last year's Super Bowl, the Chiefs were down by 2 touchdowns, and they came back, so it could be any shape or form. So, Ashton, let's go ahead and give our predictions. I'll let you start since you're notorious for always being wrong.
Yes, my expertise in the Super Bowl is the opposite of what you would like, Andy. You know my history. I've told you ever since I met you, I'm terrible at picking the Super Bowl. You didn't believe me at first, but you learned. Therefore, after, I always pick the wrong team. For anyone who doesn't know, I am now 1-16 on picking the Super Bowl, and for anyone interested, that was the Broncos. I believe it was Broncos versus Panthers. Yep. It's the only Super Bowl I've ever picked correctly out of the last 16 years or 17 years. So, with that all underway, I'm gonna pick the Chiefs.
Oh no.
I hope it's not the kiss of death. I really like Mahomes. I really like this offense. While I think their defense is worse than the Buccaneers, they are good situationally. They're really good on like third down. They're good at forcing turnovers late into the game. Um, I think this is going to be a 3-point game. I have Kansas City winning 37-34. A really, really hard fought game with Kansas City and Mahomes throwing like a 40-yard pass at the end of the game to kick a field goal last second to win it. That's what I think. I hope I go up to 16, Andy. That would make me very happy. Kind of get this boogeyman off my back. I am bad at picking playoffs, and I'm very bad at picking Super Bowls for some reason.
Well, Ashton, I will have to agree with you, and that sucks because I'm like, oh, there goes my pick. Hope I can see you finally getting another win in the Super Bowl. I mean, I just like the Chiefs every single way you cut it. I got a prediction of a 31-21 victory for the Chiefs. I just don't think the Buccaneers, other than outside a few exceptions, are not a Super Bowl experienced team, a deep playoff experienced team. And I think the Chiefs winning last year, having the better coach, in my opinion. I think Andy Reid is a phenomenally better coach, been there, done that when it comes to the Super Bowl. And he will just be able to scheme with his personnel better. You look kind of what he's done. They won last year, even when they were down against a much, much better defense last year, and they still found a way to win. So it's going to be hard for them to stop, but they're going to have to be in full gear. But it's going to be very interesting. We're excited to see. There's also the halftime show by The Weeknd. Should be good. It's the first Canadian solo performance ever. So he's the first headlining Canadian artist. So that's going to be interesting. And I love The Weeknd. I think it's going to be a good halftime show. He said he's going to try to keep it PG, but he didn't. That there's always never really know. Also, there's some interesting commercials. I know a lot of companies are bailing on that due to just COVID times right now. But Dogecoin's going to be in the commercial. Dogecoin to the moon, Ashton. So very interesting. We're excited for this Super Bowl. We wanted to just get our predictions out. So, let's go Chiefs. We hope they win just for our predictions. But, I had the Chiefs going all the way from the beginning of the playoffs, and I had them in the Super Bowl at the beginning, unlike some people over here. But thank you guys for watching. We'll be back after this week because we're going to be starting doing our off-season grades for people. You saw last week. Go check it out. Ashton did his reaction to the Matthew Stafford trade, or Matthew Stat-Padford trade, where he dives deep into it, gives him, as a Rams fan, what he thinks, if it's good or not. We're going to do a lot more of that, especially when the draft is coming, so stay tuned, guys. Thank you for watching. We're excited for the Super Bowl, and we'll see you guys next video.